Hello guys, this is Vysh. So the Hindu editorial for June 15th Saturday. Okay, so Saturday and it's episode number 12. Why 12? Because each week there will be six episodes. Okay, last Monday we started, so Monday to Saturday 6 episodes. Now again Monday to Saturday 6 episodes. Okay, every week Sunday there will be no editorial, and again Saturday also there will be no much important articles. Okay, so today I think it will be the shortest episode in the last 12 episodes. This will be the shortest episode I believe, but I have included many other information for you which is not there in the Hindu also. Okay, so first I'll show you the articles and what you have to study today. So this one, the first one is consumer price index data. Already the static part of it, theory part of it, in yesterday's episode I explained in detail. So please watch every day, okay? Because if repeated article comes, I will not teach again, because it's like waste of time teaching you the same concept again and again. And this article is of no use because they're telling the data, like tomato price is this much, this price is this much. So they're telling the price 100, 200 rupees state-wise and then comparing that. Usually it should not be there in the main page. It should be in some other page, but they have put it. So this is a very useless article which you don't have to study. Okay, this one again, pure politics. This much big article on Saturday, maybe they thought we can put some silly articles like this. It's like BJP versus Congress in different states, especially Maharashtra. There that BJP is not able to still break the alliance of Congress and NCP. So these kind of things and all is nowhere useful for your exam. Okay, for your personal politics interest, you can read these two articles. We will not cover. Okay, then this one we will discuss SCO summit. SCO summit already we discussed. This is a repeat article. Okay, but here the author is criticizing that we should not have done a virtual summit. This time India was the chair. We could have done a proper full summit and invited everybody here, but we did not do due to various reasons which I explained already. But still this article again little bit detailed way I will discuss, because today no other good articles are there. This one, European Union commented on our Manipur violence. Okay, these people always have this habit of commenting on our Kashmir issue, our violence, Hindu-Muslim problems, everything they tell as if, meaning they still have the colonial mindset and thinking like India is below them, and starts passing judgments and comments. So that some things are there. So these two are the articles for today which we will discuss. And this one, if you see, ground zero. Saturday second page is ground zero. All the other days it will be an opinion page where good articles comes, but ground zero they are taking one case study kind of thing and explaining. So those who want like interest in things and all, Saturday you have free time, sit and read, else I won't recommend reading it. Okay, and then because today lesser number of articles is there, I told ma'am to do this video and it's already published. I hope the serious aspirants have already watched. Russian crisis, okay, there, which I already explained in one of the editorial. Some students asked like we should make separate videos on the topics in news, okay, international news. So that is why we made a new playlist and I have assigned ma'am, and she's already doing. Okay, France riots we have already done last week, and today Russia's Wagner group issue, that also is done. Like that again a few more things like important topics like maybe Chandrayaan 3, the Uniform Civil Code. And then we have this different internationally anything happens. Okay, like now India, like Modi went to France. So anything is there like that in a separate playlist. We are actually redoing it, but with more details, because in editorial, the overall video length we have to keep it at 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and also we cannot go detail on one topic. So for that a separate series is going on. Okay, so please watch this also today. Is part of your, consider that this is like, because editorial is small, this also has to be done today. Okay, now if you are new to editorial at Vysh IAS, without reading this, don't proceed, because you come and ask the same questions in comment section, which is already answered here. So please read this, then ask your question. Okay, test series for 2024 is open. You can enroll, you can WhatsApp me, and second batch of this will be launched around August mid, and it will have that 200, 300, how many days is there till your prelims, that days timetable. And then 2025 2 years timetable will be there, that also will start in August mid. So around before August 1 surely I will launch it. Okay, announce it by YouTube only. Then a foundation course is the mandatory thing which you have to start, even if you are studying like without the test series or however, or with or without, foundation is mandatory. Okay, without foundation it will be very difficult for you to clear. Okay, what is the importance of foundation? You will know only when you watch the foundation. Okay, Vysh courses channel for other state exams, you can subscribe that also. We're just asking a free subscribe button, because sometimes when we ask, whenever you come, you would know, like you come, I tell please subscribe and send me a screenshot. Okay, because we are not taking any fees for all these things. So we want our, at least the Vysh family to become bigger. Okay, so when each day when we see the count, okay, there's 1 lakh subscribers, 1,07,000, 1,08,000, the subscriber getting, we understand, okay, this much people we are catering to. Okay, we cannot count your WhatsApp message, because today one student messaged actually. Okay, why do you want this thing? Simply you have the track of WhatsApp messages, then why you want again subscriber count? Okay, I mean we cannot sit and read all the WhatsApp messages. Okay, or like count, okay, these many messages came, because there will be 24 students, 25 students, it will be multiple things. So please, in YouTube when we ask you a basic, simple, easy step, please do it to support us. Okay, and this like, comment, these are the only things we are asking. We are not asking any other things. Okay, so please do when we tell certain things, minimum things which we tell you. Now SCO summit, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, you should know that India It's actually a China-led group, you can tell, in which India and Pakistan was not there. 2017 only, India and Pakistan joined it, and India is not in good terms with Pakistan and China, but in that group there is Central Asian countries also. Okay, that is why India wanted to join there. Okay, because else China will overpower all of them, then build their this Belt and Road Initiative, which they have that full world road which they are doing. Then India should be in the group so that they also can counter it and then fight with it. Okay, that was India's agenda. But now this year when SCO India was the chair, ideally India should have invited everyone. Like G20 summit in September will happen. That time the full world leaders will come to India. Okay, everywhere you go to, like in Bangalore airport also full, like welcome all the G20 delegates. You go to any North Indian Delhi, you go everywhere, this thing will be kept welcome, because they are going to come many, not only the main heads of countries. Before that the foreign ministers will come, the other technical ministers will come. Many people will keep coming to India. Okay, in Kashmir it will happen. That is again to show to the world that Kashmir is completely safe, and and in G20, you know, China is not there, Pakistan is not there. So it's like on their face you are showing we are bringing all the world leaders to Kashmir here. Okay, so now when these things are happening, SCO, why did not we do that? Modi just finished it off in a virtual summit, meaning okay, everybody come on video call, we will talk, over. And too many discussions also did not happen. So is it a failure? The author is actually criticizing the Prime Minister and the Foreign Secretary. Here you can see the name Vinay. So they are actually, the author is actually telling it's wrong. Okay. And there is no reason which these people gave. The Foreign Secretary did not give any proper solid reason for not holding the summit physically. And it's like a failure that they could not give a credible reason, and then they conducted virtual summit. So your purpose of getting into SCO, where you wanted to raise issues and all physically and then build relationships, that has failed. That is what the author is telling. And the author is telling you could have repaired the India-China relationships, you could have welcomed here and all these things. That day, actually, Prime Minister don't want, because you saw how USA welcomed Indian Prime Minister, and also India want to keep that image that full world is welcoming us, and we will welcome only those who are our friends or who don't promote these terrorism. And also they don't want to invite China, they don't want to invite Pakistan person, all these people they don't want. So in Zoom call, video call, they finished it off. Okay, so here China's actions towards in India 2020 and the international order as the world situation is now, India did not want to do it, especially the two reasons, terrorism and connectivity is the thing which India has actually concerned. So terrorism, openly Modi told some countries use cross-border terrorism as an instrument of their policies, provide shelter to terrorists. Okay, so it's like Pakistan targeting. So SCO should not hesitate to criticize such nations also. And while they know, India knows that while in Pakistan nor China will change anything. Okay, they are not going to become good people, they are not going to change these things and all. But at least the Central Asian republics, we can make an impact. At least they will realize that these two are not very good countries. We should stop ties with them. We should reduce trade with them. We should do more trade with India. At least that can be like a plus point by doing more and more SCO summit. Okay, on connectivity again, the Belt and Road Initiative which China is planning, like in the old time in the history you would know there is something called Silk Road across the from the China till the Europe, there will be a big road. Okay, so like that they are planning a Belt and Road Initiative through the land also, through the water also. Okay, water, we have the maritime Silk Route which they call. So they are, that's why they are capturing port after port in every place if you saw, and then countering that India is also building ports or capturing or doing agreement in ports in different countries in the Indian Ocean and the Arabian Sea side until the Europe. Okay, so here again China is like overconfident about their project. They are even going through our Kashmir area also, and in POK area you can tell. And in the Belt and Road Initiative's 10th anniversary, China will hold the 3rd Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation, because for him, the Chinese president, BRI is a path of happiness benefiting the whole world. This is what they showcase in front of the world about their BRI. So this one, again, only that much was there in Hindu. Remaining for your learning, I am putting. This is the map of China road and belt vision which they have. Like this, if you see across China fully is there, going through Central Asian countries, and through India's little bit it will go. That another map I will show you. And then it will go till Turkey in one way, and through Russia, through Moscow, and go till Germany in Europe. Okay, so it's like a complete, okay, even Africa, if you see, they are covered through the maritime route, the water route. They are from the right side, the China's through Taiwan, they are coming down, and then through that straits in Indonesia, they'll come inside this, then enter the Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, go to Indian Ocean, and then the Africa, then through the Red Sea it will reach Europe till Italy. Okay, so entire world is under their dominance. That is what they are trying to do. Okay, this is the Chinese Belt and Road Initiative, and part of this itself they have the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, CPEC. Okay, these are all important in your mains and prelims. Questions have come on these things. Okay, so CPEC, if you see from that Kashgar in China till the Gwadar port, which is in Pakistan, they have that long thing, which is, but if you see POK, it is crossing, and India doesn't approve of this. That is why India always, wherever they can, they raise this issue of connectivity also. Okay, so it is going like that. And then if you see important places on that, Gilgit Baltistan, Islamabad, Lahore, these things you have to know, the important places, because UPSC is asking these kind of GK now, through which 2 points these kind of different highways and things are passing. Okay, very famous highways. Like now this year the most important news is the India, Myanmar, Thailand one single road is coming. So that also exact point, with this point in Kolkata, this point in Myanmar, that city names you have to know. Okay, whenever it comes in editorial I will teach you, or in my current affair magazine anyway with pictures it will be there if you enroll to the test series. So this, if you see, is a different picture of what India is trying to do to counter it. You see Gwadar port there. Next to Gwadar port, which is in Pakistan, next to that is Iran's port. Okay, Chabahar port. India has had a agreement that India will build it, and then from there a highway kind of thing will go, rail and road. It will go through that Zaranj, Delaram till Afghanistan. Okay, but after that, this was projects like started long back. But then this Afghanistan issue came, Taliban issue came, Iran sanctions came. Many problems are there that it is not progressing. Okay, that project is not progressing. So little bit details are there. It's all partially completed, but at least wherever, like if you see Gwadar, immediately India's Chabahar, like that, wherever China or Pakistan is building some port, India will also nearby somewhere make an agreement and make a port. Okay, so this you should have a rough idea. Okay, this again, if you see the important ports in this line, Kandla in Gujarat, Gwadar in Pakistan, Chabahar and Bandar Abbas in Iran. Okay, and then that Iran is near, sorry, Bandar Abbas is near that Strait of Hormuz and Gulf of Oman, all those things are there. Okay, so these are the basic, and Persian Gulf will come there. So again, little bit more notes on the same thing. The negative image of this Belt and Road Initiative is one thing which India is trying to propagate everywhere, and that will help reduce the ties of the Central Asia with China. And also India cannot, anyway, as I told, cannot repair China or Pakistan's mindset. So at least you should make Eurasia close to you. Okay, European countries and other Asian countries close to you, to avoid this China's instrument of expansionism. Okay, and again India is doing many things, like you see promoting Buddhism heritage site and all, because all these people are mostly Buddhist. So Buddhist cultural thing, Buddhist train circuit. So that author is telling this is not enough. This is not maybe attracting little bit people, but that cannot counter China, and that is not enough. Okay, so beside the Chabahar port, which is not moving ahead, you should do more projects and resources, energy, many things you should do. Like India used to build the, like even the parliament building of Afghanistan at a time, dams, friendship dams are being built. So like that, many more things you have to do with other countries, and active air corridors, meaning airplanes also should go frequently from India to the Central Asian countries, to Turkey, to here, everywhere it should go. Then only we can capture the support of all these Central Asian and European countries. Okay, and this all doesn't mean go and do recognize Taliban and all, that author is telling. So this is the thing. Okay, at least a weak way they're telling that tenaciously in the Eurasian game, be in the game. Even if you are in a weak position, it's okay, at least enter the game. Okay, and even the last point in this SCO summit was the Ukraine and Russia war. Nothing much was discussed in the thing. Okay, because one thing is in that Russia is there, China is supporter of Russia, India is dependent on Russia, Pakistan will do whatever China tells. Okay, they don't have any voice of themselves. So overall, this, if you see, the virtual summit was a good thing in one way, because they're telling that point. If you see, Modi did not have to meet any of the leaders, meaning like the Pakistan leader, and this avoided the tensions which actually happened in the SCO foreign ministers meet. Okay, in May 2023 in Goa, there was first this SCO foreign meet, okay, foreign ministers. So that time the foreign ministers were welcomed here. Okay, this main SCO summit was done in virtually, where Modi had to go. So Modi had to welcome the people. Okay, so that day what happened? Did you see that video which was there on the Instagram? Okay, like this person, the Pakistani foreign minister, he came, S. Shankar, with everyone else he gave shake hand and he talked properly and all. But when this guy came, he did not even give eye contact, simply did this namaste kind of thing, and then told, please get out. Okay, so he is like going away, walking away. So this clip was viral that time in Instagram, so you all would have seen hopefully. And now the author is telling many eyes will be on the BRICS summit in South Africa. Okay, BRICS summit in South Africa, it is going to happen in August month. So that time will Modi go there, because there also China and Russia will be there. Okay, but Pakistan won't be there. So will a place where China is also coming, will Modi go or do some or find out some reason to avoid it? Okay, so this again, it's very important because this is in August month, and September month G20 thing is there. So India should decide, okay, like we don't go anywhere and we expect everyone to come here. Is it a good kind of thing? That is what the author is asking. It ends in a question. Okay, the thing is ending in a question, the article. Okay, hope this was clear to you. Now the second article, Manipur violence, again as I told, ma'am will do a separate video specific to it, but today's article is that European Union commented on this. Okay, so without telling a little bit story about that, I cannot tell also, because many of you will not be knowing it. Manipur, you know, northeast we have 7 states are there, very beautiful states also. Only thing is like sometimes floods comes and it's like devastating because of the rains and Brahmaputra river and all. But else, like for tourism, everything, it's like very one of the most beautiful areas. So there, Manipur is one of the state, you know. Their violence, it's like completely burning. More than 140 people have died, thousands are injured, many infrastructure is completely burned. So many issues are going on. So there, it's actually not religious issue. It is not tribal or caste issue. It is a little weird kind of issue. Okay, so people are terming, that's what European Union misinterpreted it and called it like a Hindu versus Christians fight, and that kind of comment they passed. That is why India is not happy and told like you don't interfere in our internal affairs. Okay, but author tells European side also, and this is not there in Hindu. I just took it to show you the map of Manipur. If you see, it's like the center portion, right? Center portion is the valley. Okay, the low level land valley, remaining all is hill and forest. Okay, the surrounding is hill and forest. That is the kind of geography they have. In the center only Imphal, the capital of Manipur, is also there. So you can just pause and see like different community name I have mentioned, the Methi, Kuki, Zomi, Naga. Okay, these are mentioned. Now the main fight is between the first two, the Methi, which is actually in the center, the Imphal or valley area, and the Kuki Zomi, which is in the hills or forest area, which is in the surrounding area. Okay, so here Nagaland, if you see, Nagaland is the neighboring state which is above the Manipur. Okay, so the Nagas actually live there in the northern, I think the green area which you see, that is where the Nagas will be there. But the blue areas which you see down, that is where these Kuki Zomi is dominating. Okay, so they are demanding like just they are not demanding like the solutions and all is like make them a separate place, a separate governed place, or they go and merge with Mizoram. So like that many things are coming and there is no solution coming out. Okay, so what is the problem? Problem was actually these people, right? If you see here the details in the first picture, the ethnic fault lines, and there was this Supreme Court, not Supreme Court actually, Manipur court, a single bench court had given a judgment making I think the Metis a ST status. Okay, so that was not acceptable by the other people, and that is what happened. So it's a judgment which even Supreme Court has told like, why did you make such a judgment? And so it just suddenly it broke out. Okay, so just because it is like Hindu Christians involved there, you cannot call it a religious thing, and you cannot call it a tribal some rituals issue or something. It is that land and property and geographical, that is the reason mainly. Okay, because the people in the hills, right, they can actually come to the valley and buy property and land and all, but the center people, the Imphal people, they cannot go to the hills and buy as per the rules there. And now, so because of that, when the Methi people were given this thing, the ST status, they will get more benefits and all this out of this. I think it was not acceptable by the others. If you see, Nagas is also another tribe, so they should also actually react. But here Nagas is not reacted. The Kuki Zomi versus the Methi is what is happening, and the complete state is that area is burning. Okay, so you can pause and read this. When the big article properly for Manipur it comes, I will explain. And also, as I told, ma'am will make a separate video on this. Okay, same like the France and Russia video, a separate video. I'll try to ask them to do it this week itself, so that you can get that specific video. Okay, here the author is telling India has dismissed that EU Parliament resolution on violence in Manipur and all. But they are telling, author is telling, just like Indian politicians go and comment on something which happens in Australia, something which happens in the European countries or American countries and all, they also have every right to come and tell anything which is here. Okay, so here they are telling this riots peaked in May, 142 death, hostility between the Methi and the Kuki Zo community, this is still continuing, and author is telling you should not ask them to keep quiet. They have every right to tell whatever they want. And then EU Parliament resolution and the legislators' framing of the problem in Manipur include an erroneous understanding, meaning a misunderstanding of the conflict having a religious basis, and this is Hindus versus Christian. Okay, Hindu versus Christian thing is, this is not like religion, something has happened. By chance it became like these are Hindus and these are Christians. Okay, so that European telling in that way is not correct, is what the government and all is replying back to the people. Okay, so Hindu majority Meitei people and Christian denominated Kuki-Zo people. So now European Union is ignoring the fact that the full spark or the spike in violence was an erroneous order, which was called out being so by the Chief Justice of India, also told that this is actually passed by a judge bench in the Manipur, single judge bench in the Manipur High Court, to include Meiteis in the list of scheduled tribe in the state. Okay, so that is the thing. Now Naga also, as I told, Naga also, which is predominantly Christian and representative, were also aggrieved by the decision. They were also unhappy. But the ethnic violence has been limited to actions by militants belonging to Kuki-Zo and the Meitei community, and it is now fully spread across the thing, and whoever is trying to involve and try to solve it also, there is no solution coming out. Okay, the entire state is burning. Even the BJP government there have failed to control it. So, and main issue, if you see that line, distrust due to socio-economic variances in the hill and valley areas. This is the problem. Socio-economic, geographical issue it is between both the things. Okay, so EU resolution in this situation is being driven by religious discord. That is not acceptable by India. Okay, wrong diagnosis would lead to the creation of new fissures, meaning new again problems, at a time when reconciliation and accountability are required to break the status that has persisted in the last 2 months. So last 2 months is happening. You come and put this religious angle also into it, it will again burn even more. Okay, so this is the whole idea, but again specific to that, a specific video I'll tell ma'am to make. Okay, so today only the 2 articles are there, so it's a very small. I think I did not have all the other episodes, at least for 4 articles I have discussed. Today the articles are like this, there is nothing to discuss. Okay, so please watch that other Russia's episode and tell me in comments. Please put a like and comment and then only proceed. Okay, because we need your support to take this editorial series forward. And Instagram also please follow. More than 10,000 followers are there now. We need more and more students to come and join there, because daily I put a lot of update. Okay, yesterday when Chandrayaan 3 also was launched, I put a lot of videos and clippings of that. So please support all this. Entire thing is free. Okay, so I'll wind up this video. Thank you and have a nice day.